What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here on a lovely fall day. You see we have one tree there growing out of the concrete. It's nice to be in an industrial zone here, but the trees are looking good, better than what we're going to focus on in today's video, because you know what, sometimes you just have crap luck. Today is just, I mean, it's just one of those years that the luck doesn't fall in your favor, except when I gamble. When I gamble, I've been doing pretty damn well. So anyone want to bet an Audi on anything? Because that red Audi, which you remember I bought for a steal, right? I got it for $4,000 or $5,000 when my friend crashed it. I did the insurance buyback. I'm like, totally worth it. And now it's on the back of my truck. Look at this. And it looks good with the trees. However, it doesn't sound so good right now. You'll remember I ripped the wiring harness out of this, and that was no fun. But let's pull this thing up a little bit, and I'll show you just what we're dealing with. We were using this, we've used this, I turned it from like Rob's gonna make some money flipping it to being like, wait, this is a great car for my company to shuttle around in. And that's what it sort of became. And the only problem we have with that is, I mean, I guess we didn't really do any maintenance on it. It was very well maintained by the person who owned it. It was Jerica. And she did like one owner car, did all the maintenance on it. And when we were doing a tour the other day, my guys said like, hey, I think we blew the motor on the car. I'm like, how'd you blow the motor? It's a bone stock Audi. You can't really just blow the motor on it. And then when I started it, it sounds something like this. You guys be the judge. And you got to ignore, we've got a litany of check engine lights from when we pulled the wiring harness out. That was not a good fortune either. 106,000 miles. Whoa. Oh yeah. Now, I would say use your imagination. You don't have to. I'm hoping it sounds a little bit more like a top end. Top end much better than bottom end. I know there's a screwdriver. It does sound top end. Bottom end sounds worse. But regardless, I should turn it off. It doesn't sound good. Oh, all right, it's found idle now. Doesn't sound so bad at idle. You see, it seems like I know what I'm doing. I have no idea this. I'm just touching the intake. Clearly something is contacting in the engine that shouldn't be contacting at 106,000 miles. And I always tell people, like, don't play around, like don't modify cars, because if you modify cars, you're only going to break them. This is unfortunate because it sort of broke itself. So I don't know, it's like, what do you do? What is this thing worth? Right? Like, it was I paid $5,000, I didn't fix it, so it's still worth pretty much the $5,000 or $6,000 that I paid for it. But if the engine needs work, they're worth $2,500. I don't know. Do I want to do the engine work? If I need to swap an engine, do I want to swap an engine? It's an A4. So I don't know. If somebody more mechanically inclined wants a car, or if anyone, like, it's funny because I make videos like this not to show off that my car is broken, but because somebody's going to be like, oh, totally, that's you have a stuck lifter, and you just take the head off and you're out the door at $500. I'm hoping something like that's the situation here, but you never know. But we got, I mean, even if it was $5,000, we got, just say 2 years of use out of it without putting any money into it. And I sell it for $2,000 or $3,000 to somebody who wants a fixer-upper, because the rest of the car is great, right? Like, it just needs some engine work, so somebody mechanically inclined who wants a 100,000 mile Audi that can fix it. I mean, look at the interior. Like, even the seat bolster here, right? I mean, Jerica weighs 100 pounds, but it's in good shape. This is a relatively clean car, and a great first car Because at the time before the repair, the thing was like, I think they paid around $14,000 or $15,000. Definitely COVID times, but it's a nice clean car. It just makes noises it's not supposed to make. And the wiring harness, if we still have it, which we may still have it, could be mated back up to itself. Let's see. Do we have that wiring harness still? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we don't have it. Maybe we do have it. Maybe we don't have it. Either way, what's that? Oh, we do have it. The wiring harness is in the shop, guys. We do have it. The wiring harness is in the shop. Look at this color thing we got going on. Depth of field. I love this. Let me take a picture of this. Anyway, if you're interested in buying this car, or if you know what's wrong with this car, which is much more likely because nobody ever wants to buy anything. If you know, everyone's going to offer me $500 for it. If you know what's wrong with this car or have any leads, save me a little bit of headache. Otherwise, I will have to troubleshoot and, of course, tell you what's wrong with it. Maybe if I don't get around to posting this video anytime soon, I'll tell you what's wrong with it now. But if not, it will be another video. There we go. Put back together. That's the extent of my mechanical abilities. Booyah. Rob Ferretti, thank you for watching. And look, my hands are dirty. I'll see you soon.